Hello everyone, welcome back again. This time, I made this tutorial on request of this guy. Today, we are going to create this. By the way, if you don't want to create it, then you can download the full project file, as well as the rendered video from the link in the description. So, let's have a look. Okay, so let's get started. Create a new composition. Name this comp to YouTube subscribe and like button animation. And set the presets option to 1920 by 1080 resolution. Make the frame rate to 60, and hit OK. Now, go to the tools, and select the rectangle tool. Make the fill color to white, and make sure that your stroke is set to none. Now make a rectangle to around this size. And make the anchor point position to the center of the shape layer. I am using Motion V2 plugin for aligning the anchor point. You can download this plugin from the link in the description. But if you don't have this plugin, so you can also align the anchor point by the help of Pen Behind tool, you can find this tool in the Tools tab. Now rename this shape layer to Rectangle. Then open Roundness tab. And change the roundness value to around 30. Now import these files to your project. Please note, for now, I am importing only these two files, except bell icon file, because, if we imported the bell icon file directly, we will not be able to animate it. So we have to import a bell icon file from the After Effects project window. Now right-click on this. Go to Import. And select the bell icon file. After selecting the bell icon file, you will find this window, in which you have to change some settings. Change the import kind to composition, and change the footage dimension to layer size. You will notice that our bell icon file is already pre-composed. By the way, you can download these files from the link in the description. Select those three files, and drag it to our timeline. Select all the layers. Then press S to open scale. And change the scale value to around this. Now select the like button layer. And set the scale value to 9. Now select the cursor layer and set its value to 8. Now press R to open rotation. And change the rotation value to around 20. Now again select this like button layer. And rename it to like button up. And press Ctrl+D to make the duplicate of it. And also rename that duplicated layer to like down. Now press R to open rotation. And change the rotation value to 180 degree. We are renaming these layers again and again, so that we don't get confused. Now add some text below the like and dislike button. Type it, and align it below the like button. Make sure that your text size is little smaller than the like button. I am using Gotham font for this text. Now select this text layer, and press Ctrl+D to make the duplicate of it. Rename it to dislike. Now repeat previous step for the dislike button. Now again create a new text layer for our subscribe button. Make sure to set the text style to bold. And then increase the text size. Now go to Effects and the Presets, and search for Fill Effect. Apply this effect to our both subscribe text and bell icon layer. Keep the color of subscribe text layer as it is, and change the bell icon color to gray. Now it's time to animate it. Drag this cursor out of this rectangle layer. Then select the cursor layer and press P to open position. Go to around 1 second. And add a keyframe on it. Then go few frames forward. And drag the cursor onto the like button layer. Now go 10 frames forward. And add the same keyframe on it. Then again go few frames forward. And drag your cursor to the subscribe button layer. Now again go 10 frames forward. And add the same keyframe on it. We are adding this keyframe again and again, because in this region we will add the clicking effect of the cursor. Now the last time, go to few frames forward. And drag your cursor out of the rectangle shape layer. Now select all the keyframes. And press F9 to ease them. Now open scale and position of cursor layer. Go to around this frame. And add a keyframe on scale. Go to few frames forward. And change the scale value to 5. Again go to few frames forward, and change the scale value to 6. Repeat this step, because we want the clicking effect 3 times. Just copy and paste all the keyframes 2 times. RAM preview to see the animation. If your animation is little slower, so you can customize any of the keyframes, just drag it. OK. So now we will add the changing of the colors, while we click onto the subscribe and like button. Just apply this fill effect to the like button layer and text layer. Before changing the colors, just make color to gray to both of the layers. Now go to around this frame, select the like button layer, add a keyframe on it. Then go few frames forward. And change the color of like button to blue. Also, repeat this step to the like text layer. Now again go to around this frame. And add a keyframe on the subscribe text layer. Go few frames forward, and change the color to gray. Now again go to around this keyframe, now this time we will animate the bell icon layer. Open the bell icon comp. Place this fifth layer to the top, because we will not animate the fifth layer. Now select all the below 3 layers, and press P to open position. Go few frames forward. And add a keyframe on it, except the fifth layer. Now switch back to the last frame. And then drag all the parts into the bell. Now select all the keyframes, and hit F9 to ease them. Now switch back to the main comp. And RAM preview this to see our final animation. Let's give some clicking effect to it. Select the ellipse tool from the Tools option. Make sure that your fill color is set to black, and stroke is set to none. Hold Shift and make a perfect circle, that it hides the like button layer. Rename this shape layer as Circle Matte. Now press T to open opacity, and set the opacity value to 10. Now let's animate the opacity. Don't worry, it is very easy. Go to around this frame, set the opacity value to 0, and add a keyframe on it. Now go to this frame, and set the opacity value to 10. Now again go to few frames forward, and set the opacity value to 0. OK, select the circle matte layer, and press Ctrl+D to make the duplicate of it. Place this duplicated layer below the subscribe text layer. Before animating it, set their anchor points in the center. Now select the keyframes of this layer, and drag it to the second clicking effect of the subscribe text layer. And then select the circle of this layer, and move it to the subscribe text layer. Again go to around this frame, select this layer, and press Ctrl+D to make the duplicate of it. And place this layer below the bell icon layer. Also, drag this keyframes to the right. And move the circle to the bell icon. Cool. Now everything is perfect. RAM preview to see the animation. Press N to set the end timing of the timeline. Now select the rectangle layer, and press Ctrl+D to make the duplicate of it. Rename it to Rectangle Matte. And place this rectangle matte above the cursor layer. If you don't have this mode tab gear, just right-click on this, go to Columns, and select Modes. Change the track matte of the cursor layer to Alpha Matte. Now select all the layers, right-click, and pre-compose it. Name it to Main Comp, and hit OK. Now we will add an effect called Drop Shadow. Apply it to the main comp, and follow my steps. Change the direction to 150 degree, change opacity to 60%. Change the softness to around 70. And change distance to around 10. Cool, this is perfect now. Now we will animate this comp a little bit. Go to around that frame where the cursor is not visible to you. Select the comp, and press P to open position, add a keyframe on it, then switch to around 0 frame, and change the Y value to around this, where your comp is not visible to you. Then go to around this frame, select the first two keyframe, press Ctrl+C to copy it, and press Ctrl+V to paste it. Extend the timing of the comp. Right-click on the last two keyframes, go to Keyframe Assistant, and select Time Reverse. Now select all the keyframes, and for the last time, hit F9 to ease them. Open Graph Editor, and make the curves something like this. RAM preview this, and our animation is complete. You can download this full project file and the green screen footage, from the link in the description. Hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Make sure to check out my other videos from here, and don't forget to leave a like, subscribe, and ask me what you want in the comment section. I'll see you next week. Thanks for watching this tutorial. Have a good day.